All right. Sorry about that. Restarted my whole damn thing. That comic art tracker website, as soon as I clicked on a link from that, it crashed the thing. Oh, anyway. Dude, I don't know how many times. Why does shit always like do automatic on Windows Start, no matter how many times you turn it off? Like the CC cleaner? Trash. Trying to make the computer run better. And it's just like, yeah, well, the thing you hate, the thing that you installed us for, we're going to do the same fucking thing. Now I got to go into Task Manager and close it down because it's got a dumbass pop up window. Anyway, how's your day going? I'm still here, trust me. What the fuck? It won't let me do Brave. There's Touch Portal. Guess I'll delete it, then add a new one. You're live, you're in, we're in.
All right, let me just check my notes. Did we get to take uh, unwarranted, ill advised shots at Jim Lee for no good reason? Did we get that point in already or no?
Brother, I don't even remember.
Oh, okay. Those might have been Scott Williams shots.
Yeah. He's an anchor, what's he gonna do? Alright. Well, we got us a stream now. Now I'm gonna try to work. That's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to work and talk. That's all we're trying to do. Just work and talk.
Hard work too, because
Hard work.
hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last. but bad guys do. Scott Hall, rest in peace. Razor Ramon, El Chico, a couple other monikers. What a man, what a man, what a man. Am I right, Tommy Patterson? Has there ever been a 5 o'clock shadow that thick?
I feel like Hulk Hogan tried to recreate it on his face. My buddy Ben Enoch, he said that Hulk Hogan used Vaseline and then black pepper.
I like that.
So yeah, sounds reasonable. Where'd you go? Another smoke?
No, I don't smoke anymore. I gave that up. That's for losers. I heard it's bad for you, so I'm out. I'm out of that game. I saw one of those commercials of someone talking through their windpipe, and I said, maybe not for me, bruh. Maybe not for me. But then I also saw commercials about the COVID-19 not being a lab leak and stuff too. And then I was like, I know that's not true. So maybe the hole in your throat's fake too. I don't know. I don't know what to believe with science anymore. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. I don't believe any of it.
It's not that I don't believe any of it. I said I don't know what to believe. That's where I'm at.
Well, then you don't believe it. Any of it.
A positive spin though, is I just don't know what to believe.
Yeah, so you don't believe any of it.
Yeah, I believe in Christ Jesus, and that's about it. I don't even know if you're real at this
that's
point.
the real science right there. Oh yeah. Let me get the chat window up. All right, yeah, we got J Dub, old steady.
J Dub comes with OBS. When you sign up for OBS, you get your own J Dub bot in it.
Yeah,
He comes pre-installed. Good
it
man, good man.
comes with children sound effects.
He's like clip art when you get Microsoft.
That paperclip, that's J Dub.
There's just a lot of house JPEGs that come with the program, and J Dub is one of those. It's all good. Happy to have him. An audience of one.
Yeah, I'd rather him be here than you, if we're being honest. All right, I'll take that back. I don't want to be ugly today. I don't have the
Man,
energy.
starting ugly.
I,
I've been trying to keep it positive, and you just couldn't help it. I've had 17, at least 17 openings to attack you, but I have not. So that ain't my energy. That ain't my brand.
what you think chewing gum is a good idea while I'm streaming?
Me?
Nah, me.
Yeah, chew gum. I think it's a bit. I like it.
Kiss my grits.
There you go. Fire up a couple. Click, click. See, now that's where you get into your Scott Adams programming. After you say something and give me a couple, you know what I mean? It'll start feeling like a rhythm, you know? That's where you're getting into like some hermetic balance principles where and you're triggering them by the click and not even the, like the audience laughter, but instead it's you're smacking.
Yeah, that Styx Hexenhammer. He uh he has a clank on his cup of tea. That's what he calls his fans, the clankers. I like it.
See, like Scott Adams tries too hard. He's like, a simultaneous sip, your dopamine hit of the day. Ugh, I'd cancel him too. Boring. Just smack in my ear and let's go. This everyone's all about these little noises and clicks now. Soothing. What's it called? Tommy?
ASMR.
Yeah, ASMR them to death while you're dropping baller knowledge into their brains. Only people we keep out are the annoying people that can't be around people that smack when they eat We don't like those people anyway. They're not. They're not invited. Hey, they're welcome to listen with earplugs in if they want, or turn the volume to zero.
We've have we talked about how our head shakes uncontrollably when we take a bite of a big sandwich?
No, big hamburger. You give me a big hamburger, you start shaking at the base of your jaw to the back of your spine. You get a good vibration going. It's like that instant. I don't know. It's an animalistic thing. It feels animalistic to me. It's like why do I got to shake right before I get? It's only the first bite too.
It's like anytime a statue or something comes alive and out of the ground. You know how it's got that rumble and that shake and the slow mo cam? That's what it feels like when I'm taking a bite of a sandwich. Every
Yeah,
time.
lights up your nervous system. It's like something about the physical strain, or like a shark. When it's taking that first bite and its eyes are rolling back. That's how my body feels. It's like whenever you about halfway through level one of Tomb Raider, and one of them pillars pop up out of the ground, and the pixels start vibrating, just like you said. It's something like that. When you press the right brick into the wall and everything starts rumbling around. That's what a double patty burger will do to me. That'd be awesome, dude, if we were leveling up. But that was just our body leveling up as we're eating the burger.
Yeah, you're fitting, like you said, you're fitting the brick in the right space. Oh, feels like the wife turned the heat on. I don't like it.
Phil. Phil who?
It feels like,
Oh, you getting hot?
yeah.
That's your early game nerves. Just relax. Just I'll throw you some softballs.
What? I'm
What's your
good, dude.
best?
I'm drawing.
What's your
What are you talking
what's
about,
your? Oh, relax, relax,
dude? I
relax.
am. I'm relaxed.
What's your best advice for a new cartoonist, Tommy?
Hmm. Get a sketchbook, and when you're sketching in the sketchbook, don't draw just to draw. Draw to figure stuff out. Don't try to make cool drawings in your sketchbook. You're just trying to learn and figure things out, deconstruct, and learn the anatomy and all that. That's the best advice.
Why don't you tell someone just cut to the chase and just do sequentials? That'll teach you everything, right?
Yeah, then sequential is 4 to 7 panels, right? So that's 4 to 7 little drawings that you got to figure out every time.
You say an Axel or John ain't sequentials.
No, it feels like that's your pitch to Hollywood. That's what it feels like to me.
Speaking of which,
Oh, you got some nibbles from Hollywood.
I got people sniffing around. nothing too big, but nothing too small either.
Did you say
Nothing I fit.
they're trying to get a whiff of your dick? Nah,
Nah, I would never say that.
that's what I'm saying. They're trying to get a whiff of your dick.
Ugh. I thought this was a family-friendly show.
No, I specifically clicked the box. Um, not for kids. Not today.
Well, I got my tip-in sheets in. Does it? You were in printing before.
Hmm.
Does a tip-in sheet mean that it's going to be stitched in?
Literally, don't know. We only did like small time print stuff, like staple binding. Like we did some perfect binding, but we always sent that to Nashville when we did it. So there's some terminology there I'm not familiar with. So couldn't tell you on that. I apologize. Normally I know most stuff about printing, but not that.
Well, that's disappointing to hear.
Yeah, you disappointed in me for not knowing that?
Yeah, you just always say you know everything about printing. So
Well, I mean, it's either know it and give you the information which you completely ignore.
I came to you for advice after 15 years of you blustering about knowing everything about print shops. And I'm about to do 800 remarks, which I'm in the middle of, and I'm getting a little worried that I don't see any space to bind this thing into the book. Are these inserts meaning they're just going to
They might
float into the book?
they might hot glue them in there with that glue that like when you get mailers and you can pull the credit card off and it's that little
How
strip.
could you glue it when the back's printed too, though?
I don't know. Why don't you call them and ask? You're making this more difficult than you need. Char- got a character sheet right here. Yeah, we only got our one lowly viewer here. We need to get Phil in or somebody bring in some audience. Nah, that's all right. This is a
I
top
do
this is a top secret room right here.
I do this to talk to you, Tommy. I'm not here to play games.
Well, we had probably 150, 200 people, and then it crashed.
For the best. That was a test. I'm gonna be honest. I crashed OBS on purpose. I just only want the true fans to be here.
The Die Hard. Crashed so
Like
hard,
when
I got to calibrate my monitor right now. Damn.
Are you sure you're not having a stroke?
Positive. My face is always this red. It's my default.
I never noticed your face got red. I just thought it was the lighting.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's definitely lighting. Hmm. You know, I think I'm going to ink this one live. Why not, right? Let's hope this doesn't crash OBS.
Are you inking digitally right now, Tommy?
Mm-hmm.
How's it going? You liking it?
Not gonna lie, I like it. Like it a lot.
What tablet are you using to ink on?
A Huyan,
How expensive are they?
I paid.
You paid 800.
Yeah, and it's a 24-inch.
Mm. Why wouldn't you just get the iPad Pro?
It's overpriced.
Well, it's about 900 to start.
I wanted something to be able to pencil full size without having to zoom in and out a whole lot. Because I know that's a battle that a lot of people have. Anyway, let's well shit. I done fucked up, bro.
What happened?
I did a little penciling on my ink layer. Not anything major. Not anything I can't fix. All right, here we go.
Just go to your pencil layer and darken it and turn in those inks.
Nah, like literally, it was only 4 or 5 marks. Wasn't that big a deal. I'll.
I'm telling you just how to ink everything.
I'm just going to make another layer, ink that, and when I'm done, I'm going to delete the pencil layer below it, so I don't need it. I got this. Tell you what, dude, no joke. I feel like I'm a pretty good inker already.
Yeah.
Because the lines I drew were always, the ink lines. That's the style I was going for.
Yeah, you already had a lushness to your lines. See, I'm the opposite. I actually like getting rough with my pencils, but then they can't be interpreted to the clean line that I like. I can't hand them off. There's like a barrier between the two where kind of only I know how I want it defined.
Oh, I bet it'd be soul crushing to hand your stuff off to an inker and then see what they did with it.
Yeah. But you already have like a line weight variation and stuff to your stuff.
Yeah.
Where mine is all scribbled form.
Since I am inking this live, I'll zoom in on this so they can see what I'm doing. I'm breaking my own rules and defeating the whole purpose of having this big ass tablet.
How's the battery life on that bad boy?
Oh, it's a plug-in. It's like made to be hooked up to a PC. I like it though, dude. The distance between the cursor and the pen is 0, so it puts the mark right where I want it to be, as long as it's calibrated. That is.
You're drawing on a double pane window, boy. Right? You got a
Yeah,
1/4 inch of glass.
no, no, it's laminated onto the screen. All the newer ones are. There's like almost no distance.
It's like you're drawing in the Matrix.
Yeah.
No gap. No gap. Oh, what'd you think about that old Woodrow guy when they stole his Eisners from him, his nominations? Did that upset you, Tommy?
I don't know who you're talking about. Who are we talking about here?
There's some art school professor who was mean to a lot of people that want to be in comics.
Oh, yeah.
And they came after him ravenous, like, said he was mean to him. So then that turned into the content of his book was racist all of a sudden. Although he just got nominated for on the Eisners, and the Eisners pretty left leaning. I don't think they're nominating racist books, but whatever.
They are secretly though. See, that's it. Eisners can't be trusted.
I love the Eisners. I mean, you've been nominated and won how many times now? 17, did I say?
More than I can count.
Well, I think you can have a. I don't think your kindness to students have has any dictating on if you should or shouldn't be nominated for an industry award. You know, no one's like it's not an industry for nice people. It's not a award for nice people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's an award for the best work. And that guy got nominated just like everybody else did. So what's the problem here?
Have you seen his book? Do you know what his book's about?
Yeah,
Other than just pure racism?
it's like it's called a graphic opera. and everyone said that was so pretentious. Everything that he does now is seen in the worst light possible because of some allegations that he was a mean professor.
No, we should have known. We should have fucking known.
Who's saying we should have known?
That's what they're saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that's what they're saying.
Then they went and attacked the sales of his books. They've just been real ugly. There's a lot of ugliness in the industry right now. It's unnecessary. It's uncalled for. It's
Well,
ugly.
that ain't us.
No, not us.
We
Me,
pretty.
you, and me, you, and Scott Williams, we getting it. What's that? Body chalk artist. Let's come up with a nice tight joke. Let's workshop one.
That's it. I mean, you nailed it, dude. There's nowhere else to go.
No, you can be like body chalk. Dead body chalk. Chalk artist is the ultimate inker.
So is this whole controversy with this Eisner award-winning fella still going on, or what?
Yeah, the saga continues until they eventually got him to resign from his Eisners, and they started a petition.
Wait,
I
wait,
don't
wait,
know.
wait. He won Eisner's already, is what you're telling me, and that.
He was nominated for 3 Eisners on the new ballot. Then they kept coming after him because he was mean. He was this. He was mean. He told me my tattoos were ugly. He was mean, and everyone said I still feel terrible about how mean he was. He was mean. Oh look, his works about a Neanderthal. That's racism. Okay, cool.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So then eventually they started signed a petition against him, and I don't know how many people signed it, but I saw it had 208,000 views. 208K is what it said on Twitter,
Hmm.
and it's the same people just coming after the dude. And I'm like, you're letting ugliness, that dude's ugliness, alleged ugliness, spread more ugliness. Just be like, good for him. He was a jerk. He's got it together now, or maybe he doesn't, but just let it go. Don't let it eat you up. Because now you guys are all spreading nastiness and ugliness. And it's just like, just be kind to one another. That guy was a
My art
jerk.
teacher in college had my fucking hair falling out, dude. He hated comic books. He said a trained monkey could do that. He was an artiste.
That's what this guy was. But this guy made the ultimate troll. He apparently made fun of comics forever, and then he finally puts one out. He calls it a graphic opera, and he gets 3 Eisner nominations. Instantly 3 Eisner noms, boy. He just literally made a troll comic just to prove he could go in and blow it up. And they stole it from him.
Well, we know the truth. That was his Eisner. Whoever wins it now, it's going to be viewed as taking that fella's Eisner. And that's the bottom line.
Yeah, he only sold like 60 copies of his book allegedly, but that don't matter
I
because
mean,
he.
that's par for the course of Eisner.
Oh goodness gracious!
You all right? The Slurpee getting you?
It's a diet um, contraption my wife bought me, and it's quite disgusting.
Oh, we got a few. I'm white El Chop. Okay, we got Joe Ball's floating around in here. He's probably already out though. He usually only hangs around a couple minutes.
He comes in just to see we're talking about him. Got nothing to say about the man.
He gets fed up quick.
Yeah, so they stole homie's Eisner from him. All we can assume is he would have won every category this year. So everyone's Eisner's now tainted. It's like taking Seabiscuit out the race. Seabiscuit would have won, you know?
I
We
hadn't
know
seen that.
this.
I hadn't seen that. Is that a good show?
Seabiscuit is a fantastic show.
or is a movie, wasn't it? I'm thinking of Peaky Blinders.
Oh yeah, I guess that's the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah, Peaky Blinders
I feel
is
like
blinders.
I feel like Peaky
Peaky
Blinders,
Blinders, Blinders on a Horse, Seabiscuit, horse racing.
Old
I get the
Yeller,
jump.
Old Yeller. I feel like they're all the same fucking movie. Hoosiers,
Yeah, yeah.
Rudy, Rudy. It's all the same movie, dude.
All is one. Yeah. I mean, we just get back to God, back to Christ Jesus at the end, right? That's all. We're just, isn't that what the reality is? It's just one perfect idea shattered, and everything after that is like smells, taste, sounds. Was it all like the dome that, and then that turned into a vibration that manifests the material? Is that what they say? Like when you get into that gonzo religious stuff,
That's what they say. That's what I keep hearing.
it's like that one perfect sound, a little doom, and everything vibrates out of that, and all the senses and everything develop. And so, like when I say ground coffee, I'm saying the same word because ground, the bean came from the ground. It's brown, right? It's
Mm.
just a variation of ground, right? Or no? Or am I out of my mind now?
I was adjusting something. What was your question? I am so sorry.
No, I'm letting it go now. I can't get into my theory of that we live in a kaleidoscope.
Oh yeah, definitely. We live in a champagne supernova.
In the sky.
I remember my buddy Jay Bird was super high one night, and he played that song at least 150 times.
Man, that's one of those bands like Smashing Pumpkins goes further,
Yeah,
but it's one where you hear like the first guitar riff and you're like, man, I love this song. Why haven't I listened to this in 10 years? Then you download them all, the 7 good songs they have. And then you get through like halfway through Champagne Supernova in the Sky, and you're like, I kind of hate this. I know I haven't listened to it in 10 years.
they that song kind of goes on and on.
Yeah.
I feel like he got fixated on it a little bit too much.
But Smashing Pumpkins goes further. You can actually get their greatest hits and play through it one time without being sick of them. And you can probably do that once a year, once every 2 years, but it's not an everyday jam anymore. You can only go down nostalgia memory lane so many times.
I like Pumpkins though. I like almost all their stuff.
Yeah, I love them too. They hit the nostalgia feels and the good music, and they pass the good music like standard as well. You know, like Jim Lee art. Is Jim Lee the Smashing Pumpkins of comics?
No, I feel like Jim Lee would be more.
The Creed?
Cre-
He's a Creed?
yeah, he's more Creed, Nickelback.
Oh, more Nickelback? No, he's been too high of a standard to be Nickelback. People were making fun of Nickelback when Nickelback was out. You know what I mean? Creed had to earn its like cringiness over time. But I think if you could pull up any Creed song right now and you take all the mental like crap that you've got baggage and you jam like one last whatever, you could jam any of those songs and they're good.
I think Nickelback is a better band than Creed.
Oh no, no, no! The Scott Stapp would slap you in your face. Is that his name, Scott Stapp?
Yeah.
He had a little mental breakdown, a little mental break from reality.
Hey, it happens to the best of us.
Once you get to that high level that Creed was at, he was meeting Illuminati members and everything else all the time. He had to check out. Agree or disagree?
Agree. Yeah, he probably saw some shit. That's a short clip that floats around Twitter occasionally, where they were playing that concert. It may have been like the Super Bowl or something. I don't know. And he's like on a harness flying through the air. Pretty funny.
Hold me now.
I think their best song was that first hit they had. That should have been dead on a Sunday morning. That one.
My own prison
Yeah,
should have been dead on a Sunday morning, banging my head.
yeah. I think that's their best jam.
No time for morning. Copyright strike. Copyright strike.
Yeah, dude, you're too on the fucking nose with that one. Dude, I ain't trying to pay no royalties to Creed.
I'm lacing my boy Scott Stapp's pockets right now. Dude, I gotta go take a leak. I'll be right back.
All right. Pull up Creed's halftime show. When Nick gets back, I'll find it. Maybe. I'm trying to draw. I gotta earn a paycheck here. I think that's what I'm doing. Tell you what. Let me go into OBS real quick, and I'll shrink this down so I don't have to. Adjust my shit so much. There. Let's see what that do. Oh god, did it crash? No. Okay, we're good. Alright, so here I'm about to show you what I like most since switching to digital. Right here. Boom, boom, that right there. I've always been kind of terrible at spotting blacks. But now, I can do it and undo it if I don't like it. I found a few different ways of rendering too. Right, so we can pull it out, get that nice feathery quill look. But on this, let me show you my.
I got a question for you. What's that black market on Photoshop CS5 and CS3 extended going for? Because I found both of them in my
Oh,
stuff.
don't know.
I mean, not having to pay the monthly, just firing it up, not having the AI system copy you. That's got to have some worth and value.
I'm showing some tips and tricks right now. I'm gonna need you to chill the fuck out.
I can entertain them while you visually stimulate them.
And then, wait, this right here. Pretty cool marks, right?
Just have the whole computer draw it for you if you're on digitally, Tommy. You know what I'm saying?
Now come on now. I literally just got done earlier today reconciling all this in my head, making it make sense. What's the difference between being etched on paper and being etched onto some hard disk somewhere, right? It's all the same.
Oh God, that hard disk is going to evaporate before that paper will.
But
And
what
also,
if I print it out?
if you can't do that technique in your own hand, and you're using the computer to stabilize it and everything else. You can draw on digitally, but if you're pulling up all the same Photoshop brushes, Wanda Minez, and you start going in and bragging about your brush collection, like you're inking yourself, don't do that. Pull out a pen and ink yourself. Use the base level pens, although those are cheating too. Ugh, you might as well just have the AI draw it for you. Just go into Midjourney and type in what you need, have it spit it back out at you. What's the difference? You had to type it in, right?
That's true. It's the word, dude. I spoke it into existence.
That's right. Is Midjourney still not allowing Jesus art?
Oh, was it not? Seriously?
I thought they were like against religious stuff because I think, I thought they didn't want religious stuff, is what I was thinking.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
I
thought
just think I'd see a lot more religious art these days.
I thought titties were a thing, but I didn't know anything about religious stuff.
Yeah, they don't want titties or Jesus. I don't know if that's true, but I like it being true, so I'm sticking with it. I had a buddy read Axe Wheeler today. Would you like to know what he said?
Yeah, what he said.
What did he said? Let me see what he said. That's a pretty great saying. Let me see what he said.
Hmm.
How can you see the word? Mm. He said, "You fucker, this is so good. I have a bunch of things to say about it, but holy shit, I had genuinely forgotten what it was like to enjoy a comic. This is the comic everybody's trying to make, and they keep fucking it up, but you actually did it. Amazing, amazing, haha.
Now
Yeah,
who's that from? Your dad?
amazing, haha. Yeah, though, mate, incredible stuff." No, he's a British guy. "I like how people talk like people, but they all have different voices. Not that interchangeably glib, tiki wahidi, we didn't speak.
Oh
I like
shit!
I like how
Shots
I like how
fired right there.
I like how John is mythical and enigmatic. Enigmatic. I can't read.
Enigmatic.
Enigmatic, but also a dickhead. It's Grant Morrison weird at its best without it devolving into a wanky fever dream where nothing matters. Also, I love Bloodbath and Frank. This is the one. Thanks for sending me a copy." A nice little message to wake up to.
The guy that
Nice little message.
the guy that created Mystery Science Theater. He did like a one-shot pilot trying to launch a new show, and it was called Enigmatic Planets from Static-O-Matic.
I wonder why it didn't take off.
No doubt, no doubt, right? Um,
Yeah, a little too cute for his own good.
it was it was buck wild though, man. He built like this giant carousel, and it was just puppets, and he would just like rotate it, and it was like a rotating carousel, and wherever it stopped, there would be some sort of skit going with these puppets. Pretty cool.
Now that was called Enigmatic Planet.
Enigmatic Planet from Static-O-Matic. I like the creativity of it. He went for it, He made a little bit of money off MST3K, and he's just like, I'm gonna go and do what I really want to do, which is something completely crazy. Not unlike what you did.
True. I just called mine Axe Wielder John though, so it wouldn't be really confusing for no good reason.
What's a real complex name that would fit your book? Let's come up with one.
Um, There'd be all the spoilers rolled into one. What would we call? Oh, you mean like instead of something is killing the children? I made the inverse of that. Think about that one.
Did that get made into a show?
No, this everything has got a sentence for a title now.
Oh yeah. I couldn't tell you, bro. I don't keep up with comics. Sadly, they
So the
they
inverse
lost me.
is
They lost the
the
kid.
invert like okay, Goon, the Goon, Hellboy, Madman, Usagi Yojimbo, all single character names for titles, all that instantly are the avatar that represent the creator. It was like I was telling you, Mike Allred, Eric Powell, Mike Mignola, Stan Sakai. Instantly interchangeable. When I made Axe Wielder, I wanted to put Axe Wielder John as my avatar. Like I don't need to change the avatars out. Axe Wielder's my avatar in the industry, and I'm going to call it Axe Wielder John. I'm not going to call it like a sentence that's vague because that will never get back to the like who's the creators of those. I don't know because 15 other people have made sentences now for titles, but if it's Axe Wielder John, you're going to know it soon enough. You know,
Hmm.
like I knew that exactly what I was doing. I'm creating my avatar, my sticker, my little imprint, my little thing in the comic book space. So I ain't got to tell you my name anymore. You just need to know my character,
Hmm. What's
and
up?
my character is supreme.
We got NTM in here. Of course, Joe Ball. Let's see what Joe says. He says, the further I got into writing death, 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 the more I realized I would need way more death to justify the name. Yeah, so just update your campaign and just call it Death. You could do Death X3. That sounds like a video game, though.
Something in the water. No, because like Die 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 was Death 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 is Joe Ball, but Die 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 is Robert Kirkman's. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he did a book with Burnham called Die Die Die, and then but they stole it from Joe Ball. Death Death Death. I'm just saying Joe Ball's got a lawsuit on his hands. One way or the other, you got to fire the lawsuit now because it's getting fired. It's like two people got a loaded gun. There's only one bullet. No, how would it work? It's kind of like that roach game. Okay, there's a roach inside of a. You ever see that Japanese show where they put a clear tube and they got a cockroach in it?
Mm-mm. I think
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
tried telling me about this before.
It's the most disgusting thing ever. So a live cockroach inside of a clear PVC pipe that's about 10 foot long, dead center. Okay, me and you are at both ends. Our face is taped to the pole, and we both got to blow as hard as we can because that cockroach is going in one of our mouths. The whole game is watching someone else blow harder than the other one, right? Because you do not want that cockroach in your mouth. That's die, 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 and death, 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 and lawsuit land right now, right? That cockroach is going in somebody's mouth. You better start blowing right now. Blow. Just put it in Kirkman's lap before he gets it in yours. That's where I'm at. Don't eat the cockroach, Joe Ball. And also just make that way better. Way better than Kirkman's book, and you're good. Which, from what I've seen, probably so.
Well, that's very kind of you to say.
Well, the other one's about assassins, I think. And Joe Ball looks largely to be badass Transformers. I backed it. I'm excited. I bought the manga version. I got the black and white. What did you back with that? Did you go full color?
No, I didn't back it. Should I go back it right now?
Send it over the top.
I need to back his and Phil's. I've been aiming to back Joe's for.
His is super affordable. The black and whites, it was a great deal at the time. I don't know if it's still there or not. I'm lucky to be friends with Joe Ball, so I get to see some of the art early. Looks incredible.
You're such a good at keeping secrets that you show it to me.
I'm promoted. I gotta promote my friend's books. I always promote. I don't care what platform you're on. I will promote your book. That's my stance.
If you're friends, that's what you're saying.
No, I'll promote everybody's book. Go buy all the comic books. Was that so hard to say? I just shattered the whole paradigm of online complaining about books. Buy all books. Don't be mad about anything. Buy whatever you like. I just play TI and I go to the comic book shop and I say, you can have whatever you like. Squirrel Girl.
T.I. Is that a rapper?
Yeah, a rapper slash. Probably has gun charges too, because you have to have that as a prerequisite to be a real rapper. I think he had some gun charges at some point.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, dude. We're pro Second Amendment around here.
What's the charges part? Not the ownership part.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. What was he charged for? Taking it into an airport?
Well, I'd collapse this and look at it and find out. I don't know about the Plexico Burris level where he shot himself in the leg and cost himself 3 years of his life.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot. Ja Morant's on that truck right now, dude. He's trying. Waving a gun around in a strip club. What a dumbass. Although, case could be made that strip clubs probably where you would need a gun the most. That sexually charged, drunk environment. Good point. Good point.
Oh, his charge wasn't gun violence. You want me to read his charge? It's kind of bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bad one. It's kind of slanderous just to read the charge. Prosecutors in Los Angeles have declined to pursue criminal charges against T.I. rapper T.I. and his wife, Tamika Cottle Harris, following an investigation whether or not the couple drugged and sexually assaulted a woman in 2005, citing statute of limitations.
What?
What? So, like, is that, see what I mean? Like, did I do a disservice just by reading it out loud? Because now that's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not, all they said was they declined. Like, I decline charges against you for being an asshole. You know what I mean? I don't like it. I don't like this game. It smells like somebody's smearing people. No, he's got firearm charges too. Rapper T.I. arrested on firearm charges just hours before the BET Awards show. Yeah, so he's got. His only problem was he had unregistered machine guns and silencers on him. No big deal.
Hey, we're pro Second Amendment around here. I'm okay with the deadly silencers.
Well, I like he had multiple silencers and multiple unregistered machine guns. You can register them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were allowed to own machine guns. I don't own any guns, so I couldn't tell you. A lot of people think since I'm from Texas, I need guns. Not me.
I want to get a gun. I just got to get around to it, kind of thing. I'm busy right now. And part of having a gun is, you got to be able to use it properly. I want to be good at having a gun. You know what I mean? I want to be able to just like pull it out all the time in public.
Yeah, just like quick draw it all the time.
Yeah.
Spin it back around, flip the fucking barrel out, and go zzz, and flip it back in.
Oh man, that sound. That's a good sound effect right there.
I got to visit her real quick. What are you doing, girl?
Lucy,
You can't come in right now.
Lucy was punching me.
She was punching you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that. She's a sweet girl.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, I'll talk to her about it in a little bit. I'm talking to my friend Tommy. You want to tell him hi? She just shut the door. She said, hell no. She said her sister was punching her. Hard time to believe that one, Tommy.
Why would her sister be punching her? She probably deserves to be punched. Let's be honest.
True. I mean, generally speaking, the younger one is the meaner one.
Really?
It's, yeah, the younger one is, and the older one's the nicer one. And it was the younger one telling on the older one. It don't add up. I'm not saying I don't believe her, but I wouldn't bet on it.
Here we go. We're about to drop the paint bucket.
Oh, you can't even take your time digitally and fill in your blacks with your own thing.
Yeah. No, I can't do that. Why would I do that? When you gonna? So are you gonna do the colored thing or what? The colored pencil version? Is that gonna happen?
On my book?
Yeah. From your layouts, your colored layouts.
Oh, you're talking about my scheme to redraw the whole book in color pencil layouts and sell my layouts since my original art already sold for so much money? I was joking about that. I would never do that. I'm not a swindler.
No, I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about Axe Witter Book 2 to draw the whole thing in color pencil?
Yeah.
I love drawing in color pencil, and I did a lot of book 1 in color pencil like that. All those you said you like better than my final, which always annoyed me because I can do those in like 10 minutes. But it gets all that form in when it's color pencil. Well, am I going to do it? Yeah, I'm probably going to do it. I need to go to the art store and buy some nice colored pencils and figure some stuff out. What
Got.
should be it? It's never been a rhyme or reason to it. I feel like if I set out to do it, I need to actually think about, like, should I do blue, then reds and purples, or what's a good color scheme? It can't just be random crap I got laying around like I usually do.
There's a website you can go to that will do color schemes. It's pretty good. Graphic designers use it, or I used it when I was a graphic designer. Just type in color schemes, and it'll give you like pairs of 2 or pairs of 3 or pairs of 4. Pretty badass website, actually.
You need about 4, is what I think.
Yeah.
Generally, I'll use about 4 or 5 colors.
Did you hear
But
what I? Did
want to
you
keep,
hear what I
I
just
want
said? It'll give you pairs of 4s.
pairs. Dang. Were you misspeaking there?
Yeah, I think so. I think so, brother. We got Genuine in here. Speaking of rappers, that's more R&B though. I think Genuine is. Hmm.
I ever tell you that song?
I think this hand needs to
Was
be
it
bigger.
Peaches and Cream? One
By
room
Lyle
one.
Lovett.
No, room 112, where the players dwell. 112, the band 112. This is how I recall memories. So I'm lifting weights at this gym, and I used to save names without people's last names in my phone because I never really had a cell phone. This is like 2009, 2010, right when I got a phone.
Hmm.
And I was lifting heavy at the time. And this big black dude came up, and he was strong, a beast in the gym. He could hoop too, he could dunk. And he wanted to lift with me because he saw us lifting heavy. So we became like lifting partners for like 3 days at the gym. And he'd call me. His name was Mike, and I put his name in Mike in my phone. and forgot about it for like 6 months because I have another friend named Mike, and we're two goofy white guys that are always sending each other homoerotic stuff for fun.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So one day, I haven't talked to the Mike at the gym that I don't really know. I gave him a ride home one day. That's how we got each other's number because he was having to walk or his car broke down or something. And so I just gave him a ride and we just kept lifting together. Only about 3 or 4 times. But I would see him on the basketball court randomly, a pickup ball. And one day, there's that song, I could love you in the shower, both of our bodies dripping wet on the patio. We can make a night you won't forget on the kitchen floor as I softly pull your hair. We can do it anywhere, right? So one day I see Mike call, missed call from Mike. I say, Mike, missed call. I call him back. I get instant voicemail. I say, okay, he must be leaving me a perverted voicemail. So I'm gonna sing this whole 112 song to him. I hang up, then I listen to my voicemail that I'm getting, and it's this dude saying, hey, am I gonna be at the gym today? He ain't called me in 6 months. And I hit instant callback, and I started sweating in a cold panic because I just sung to this dude for 2 minutes. How I'm gonna fuck him in the shower. And he's leaving me a message like, hey bro, are we gonna lift heavy today? Where you been at? And it wasn't my white friend Mike. It was my lift-in friend at the gym. And yeah, it was a terrible thing. I called and apologized to him, but he sent it right to voicemail after that for a different reason. And I said, hey, dude, I thought you were my other friend Mike. We always fuck around. But I never talked to that dude again.
Man.
Yeah, that was a cold sweat, dude.
What if he was thinking about swinging that way, dude? And you broke his heart. Never know. You never know. You never know.
Nah, he was a dude. We would talk about girls and stuff.
Yeah.
He was a dude.
Oh, hey, my wife's calling it. I gotta go let the dog out and whatever. So I think we're gonna end it here on that that very awesome story.
You like my story?
I loved it. I think it's
Did
funny.
I did I ever tell you that one before or no?
No, seriously, I don't think I've heard that one.
Yeah, that's a true story. Very awkward.
I
All
could,
right.
yeah, a little awkward. I mean, it is what it is. Guys will be guys. I mean, if that guy got, uh, pun intended, butt hurt over that, then fuck him.
I don't think he was mad. He probably just thought this guy's a cornball and I wasn't as cool as I used to be.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. See y'all. Thanks for stopping by.